All right, what's going on, guys? Episode number 13, Be Better Podcast. We're back. I'm sorry we missed last week. I was on vacation. We're not going to do that again, but yeah, life's been good. Got a lot of big things coming up. Some work coming at the gym. You've been down for a week or so.
Yeah.
What do you call it, a sickness?
Yeah, I call it something crazy. Some infection. I got wrecked. I was down for a whole week.
Yeah.
So I was in bed for the last 3 days, and you were on the beach. So
I was
living
chilling.
your best life. I was living my worst.
Yeah. Well, you got a vacation coming up, UFC Boston.
Yes, sir.
Y'all
I'm
know.
so excited for that.
Yeah, we're going to bring y'all along. It's going to be a fun episode. We're sipping on some mud water, a little mushroom coffee. It's got me amped up, but yeah,
Isn't
go
that
check that
stuff
out.
so good.
It's pretty good. I still have the whole cup, and I'm freaking yoked over here. So this is going to be a good podcast. The energy's here. Let's talk about these fights. I know a lot of these guys listening, especially the jiu-jitsu guys, they're all big into UFC. Man, this was one of the best cards in a while. So we'll just start. First fight of the night, Kevin Holland. Man, he was going against the grappler, Michael Chiesa, known for his takedowns, his jiu-jitsu.
He defended all shots.
Defended the shots. He looked good. 170, Kevin Holland. That's a tough out.
I think
And
he needs to stay there, though. He was talking about going back up, and I think that would be terrible for him.
God
Let me grab
damn it. Yeah, go get that. But yeah, Kevin Holland. The AC just kicked on, boys, but we're going to keep rolling. Kevin Holland ended Michael Chiesa with a Darce choke. I thought that was a good strategy by his team because Michael Chiesa has been finished by a Darce choke multiple times in his career, and it just seemed like Kevin Holland was a step above. But the next fight, probably one of the more anticipated fights on the card, Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson. Man, Tony Ferguson looked good in that first round. Dropped him, big right hand, put him down, but Bobby Green ultimately just started. He put the pace on him, and not even he started just lighting him up. He figured out his range, his distance, started laying the hands on Tony Ferguson, and he finished it with a head and arm choke in the third round, which was kind of interesting. But T Ferg, man, what's he do next? What do you think? 6-fight losing streak.
So, like, this is the thing with him. Like, I don't want to see him get out, you know?
Yeah.
I think if he loses one more, he should really question if he's ready to be done or not.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's already there. You know, it's like 6-fight losing streak. He's obviously at the end of his prime. It's like, when do you call it?
Yeah. I mean, apparently he's entering his peak right now is what T Ferg believes. But Tony Ferguson, man, I'm a huge fan, but dude, I think you gotta look at your life and where, because I know you have other business inquiries, so it's not just like you're gonna go broke and not be getting them paychecks. But
I think it's just his whole personality is being a fighter. So once he loses that, it's like,
yeah,
there's a lot of mental problems that come with it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he could still be in the room. That's a tough thing for those fighters. They just can't stop. They love the game. It's a drug to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it also just becomes like who they are, too. So it's like the second they stop, it's like, what do I do now? I think there's a lot of problems that, you know, comes when you stop fighting at that level. When that's your entire life, it's how you've made all your money. And then it's just like, all right, time to hang up the gloves.
Yeah. Well, T Ferg, we wish the best for you, brother. Man, this next fight, probably the best one on the card. Derek Lewis, flying knee.
My balls are hot.
Knockout. My balls was hot. I'm about to beat my wife guts up when I get home.
That's crazy.
Man, who
Big
saw
black
that
flying
coming?
knee.
Yeah, man, Derek Lewis, you are an absolute beast. I'm happy for you. You could tell the excitement he had afterwards. Pants off, hitting the freaking, I don't know, whatever the hell that is. Crawling on the canvas, man. Derek Lewis is a G. We'll play that clip in here, just his post-fight interview. It was awesome. Joe Rogan could barely even handle doing the octagon interview, bro.
His mind.
Oh, he was just dying of laughter, bro. Like, what do you say? You see Derek Lewis and they're just pumped, bro. I mean, I don't know anyone out there who would want to see Derek Lewis coming at you with a flying knee, bro.
That's a big black
Oh,
knee.
yeah. The Black Beast, baby. He's back. Three-fight losing streak, all knockouts. He came back and proved himself. We'll see what happens next. His UFC contract's up, so maybe we'll see him back. Maybe we won't.
He says he wants to keep fighting. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he definitely came into that. You saw the weigh-in. He had a six-pack.
Yeah.
It looked good, though. I mean, he definitely was training hard for that fight. And
I think the reason why, though, is he kind of was playing a risk. It was either get a new contract with the UFC beforehand.
Yeah.
Before the fight, which would probably be at a way lower rate. Simply because he's on a three-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Or, risk it on this last one and hopefully get a better contract.
Yeah. Or even, we'll talk about the mindset thing with Derek Lewis. Like, I know he hasn't really spoken about it, but it's been out there that he had a bad weight cut before his last fight. He struggles, like, big time with his mindset before fights and, like, just not wanting to even be there or go out and compete that day, which I think in combat is a big thing that a lot of guys deal with.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because you can wake up. You hope you wake up, like, ready to go. Sometimes you're just like, damn.
I
gotta go fight, or I gotta go wrestle, or, you have to go out and compete, and you don't really have a choice.
Yeah. I dealt with that a lot throughout my wrestling career, man. This thing is your biggest fight in those sports, man. You can do all the work, you can do all the preparation, but it's win or lose that day. And if you wake up and it's just not your day, then you're taking the L that day. You know what I mean?
And there's no excuses either. Like,
yeah.
Especially for these guys, like, you go and get knocked out, no one cares how you felt that day.
Yeah. No one even asks you or.
Yeah. No one, and like they're all going in there injured.
Oh,
Every single fighter going in there has some sort of problem with them, whether it was like physical or even honestly mental, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Like something could have happened, someone could have died.
Yeah, for sure.
It does not matter.
And I think like Derek Lewis running out there and bringing the fight to him, even though he landed it and finished, I think that was just a big thing for him.
Yeah.
And part of the game plan to like, hey, go out there and get in the fight immediately. Don't even think about it, just go. And I'll be honest, watching him, like, walk out and just stand there, he looked scared. Like, legitimately, like, I was like, uh-oh.
Really?
His facial expression, his body language, and it could have been a gimmick. It could have been he knew. He said he didn't know he was going to go out there and just throw the knee, but you got to think that was part of the game plan, part of the just, hey, go out there and get in a dogfight immediately.
Yeah, maybe.
And, yeah, so Derek Lewis, big W this weekend. We'll see what happens next. Alex Pereira moving up to 205, taking on Jan Blachowicz, something like that. But that was an interesting fight, man. Jan came out, and we kind of knew it was coming, takedown immediately, probably first 30 seconds of the fight. And he was able to hold him there. He took his back, body triangle. And I was really impressed with Alex Pereira staying calm, fighting off the rear naked, fighting off, just staying composed in that position because Jan's a big, strong dude. And I mean, Pereira probably has started grappling within the year, maybe 2 years. Mm. So that was cool to see. And then, I mean, he just turned it on, started damaging the legs, started piecing them up on their feet. And I think the altitude in Utah got to Jan ultimately.
Yeah, I was seeing that, like the altitude difference. Because Alex Pereira was like there like 2 weeks before, like acclimating.
Yeah.
To the altitude, because the altitude's way higher up there, so the air's different, and he just flew in like 2 days before.
Okay.
And I think it definitely got to him.
Yeah, I also think he probably really gassed out in that first round because, man, I thought he was gonna finish him, and he probably got in his head like, oh, this fight's over, you know what I mean? And like,
that'll do it.
Got above the situation, but the main event, we have a new BMF holder. Justin Gaethje, what you think about that?
He just has to hit so hard. like he's just not a normal person. Like, he has to hit so hard to knock someone out like Poirier.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, a head kick like that, you don't see that coming.
I was very shocked. I had all week, I'm telling everybody, hey, Dustin's going to win this fight. He won before. And I love Justin Gaethje. I'm a huge fan. Justin Gaethje, I just felt, was a touch behind Dustin Poirier in their skill sets. I thought Poirier was a cleaner boxer, which we kind of saw in that first round. But
well,
man,
Dustin's definitely like better.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, technically, like, speaking, he's definitely better, and he's who I thought would have won.
Yeah.
But
that
Justin
head kick
just
was
hit
interesting.
So freaking hard.
I mean, he had his hand up.
I know.
That was a crazy fight. Jorge Masvidal handing off the belt to Justin Gaethje. I think there was some beef there because I know Justin said before the fight, I know Jorge doesn't want to give me the belt, but Dustin and Jorge are teammates, so and we'll see where Justin goes next. I want to see Justin versus Islam.
That'd be crazy.
That would be a cool fight.
That would be an insane fight.
Because
I think honestly, my prediction would be Islam still just beats him.
You think?
Yeah.
See, I think it would be interesting because I think Justin really messed up against Khabib, and he feared the takedown so much, which rightfully so. He never got to his game. So I think going against Islam, he would definitely have a better game plan of, hey, I'm going to fight my night. I'm not going to worry about the takedown as much. But we'll see.
Then he's going to get taken down.
That's true.
It doesn't matter.
That's true.
There's no point because these guys are going to shoot 100 times, and one of them's going to work, and then from there, it's just a slaughterfest.
That's true.
So that's the only tough thing about those Dagestanis. They're just have an iron mind. They'll go. And eventually, someone's going to make a mistake, and after that, the takedown's there, and they just maul you to death. There's nothing you can do.
Well, we'll see. Apparently, he's getting the winner of Charles Oliveira, Islam. I don't see Islam losing to Charles, but we'll see how that goes. If that even happens, apparently it's in October. We'll see. But, man, I know we talked about Bradley Martyn in the last podcast, but, man, he's been heating the MMA community up big time. He's been ruffling some feathers. So I guess the Diaz podcast, which we talked about, really made some MMA fans and people real mad. And he's just trolling. He might think he can win. And, I mean, against that 155 professional boxer,
Devin Haney,
I could see that going to Bradley Martyn. In a street fight like that. But Nate Diaz, man.
No way. 0% chance.
Yeah.
No chance.
And it was interesting seeing Brandon Schaub, who's a big MMA guy, who's in the UFC himself. He was on Bradley Martyn's podcast, and they're good friends. And Schaub was just like, bro, I've been defending you. I've been telling these people, hey, he's just trolling. He's not actually, serious about this matter. And I think the whole thing's funny, but saying that Mighty Mouse, the 125-pound flyweight GOAT of the UFC, one of the top 5 guys ever in the UFC.
Yeah, easily.
Schaub said Mighty Mouse would take him out. 125 compared to what you say Bradley Martyn's 260.
Yeah, I think he's 6'4", 265. Which I think might be a touch of a stretch. I think that he might be, I don't know. Mighty Mouse is just the GOAT.
Yeah.
I think it there's a lot of variables. It's at the end of the day, if they make it an actual fight and it's more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No way Bradley can win, because he's too big. He doesn't train.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get gas. And once you get gas against a world-class fighter, you're just. It doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how strong you are. You're gas. You're gonna get choked out.
That's very true.
Out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, and it's and then anyone of size, anyone over 170, it doesn't really matter who you are, what size you are. If you're not trained, you're not gonna do anything to a professional fighter.
Yeah.
It's just think about any sport out there. From high school to college, there's a giant jump in skill, right? Same thing with college to the pro leagues. There's a giant jump in skill, right? So you have all those jumps. Those all apply to MMA and fighting, right? So if you have a pro level fighter and you've never fought before, in any circumstance, if you just had a couple street fights, the level's this, and people don't understand that. They think they get mad and they can fight all of a sudden, but that's not. It's like a sport, honestly. So it's you have all these giant jumps. And Bradley's never competed ever.
Yeah.
He's never had time in the boxing gym. So it's literally someone that plays rec league basketball.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh, I can compete with LeBron James."
Uh-huh.
That's how it sounds in the MMA community.
Yeah.
It's oh, just because you're a little bigger and stronger doesn't mean anything.
Uh-huh. And that's what I think. I think a lot of people need to learn from that and understand that. That's why I think combat, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, I think everybody could benefit from just trying it, going in the gym, because, man, 1, it'll humble you. 2, it'll teach you that there's levels to the game and you're not as tough as you think you are.
Yeah.
And I think, at least for men, that's something that will really help you in life. And Like even when we go and do jujitsu, it could be a brand new guy. I'm like 150 pounds. It could be a brand new guy who's 250, same size Bradley Martyn, not as jacked, but he's got 100 pounds weight on me.
Yeah.
And that's a tough out. I don't care if he's brand new or whatever. That's a tough out. So saying that, you could take Mighty Mouse. That was interesting to me because Mighty Mouse probably walks around 150, about same as me. And man, Bradley Martyn is freaking jacked.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just how the game is.
I think in grappling, no matter what, like I think he gets choked out because like it's not like for someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Like new people come into the class, and it's like I'm not that good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I can 4 or 5 submissions on like new people.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Like, and that doesn't even matter your size.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The bigger guys, that is true. That 2 minutes, maybe they'll survive, but after that, it's like you start beating up on them.
And there's a game plan to someone that's bigger than you too.
Yeah.
I don't wrestle with kids that are 200 plus the same way I wrestle with kids my size.
Yeah.
So it's like you just change up your game plan a little bit, let them get tired, and then now you can just do whatever you want to them.
Yeah. Well, you know how I go about that. I always end up getting.
Because our 5-minute goes, I let them gas out in 2 minutes. And
Yeah.
I have 3 minutes to do whatever I feel like doing to them.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll move on from the MMA jiu-jitsu talks, but real quick, Santa Cruz Paleo, calling you out. I know you're a blue belt in jits, but I'm 150 pounds. You got some weight on me. Let's run it.
All right.
I don't think you could take me if I'm being honest.
Really?
But hey, shout out Santa Cruz Paleo. Supplements are fire. I love everything he does, but jiu-jitsu match, let's run it.
I didn't know he did jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he does.
Huh.
I'm going to send that to him.
All right.
I'm going to post that everywhere. Let's run it.
That
I'll
would be
fly
so
out.
fun.
I'll fly out.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, that would be dope. But so a lot of people watching this, we talk about health and stuff. So I just wrote down like 5 things that I think everybody could start doing to just improve their life, improve their health, because working at the gym and working with new clients, like how we are with training and health, like we don't miss a day. We don't really like if we take a week off, that's like insane. I don't think I could take a week off. I was on vacation and I had to get a workout in.
I don't know if I've ever taken a week off.
Yeah, it's just a lifestyle thing. So just the first thing I have is start getting at least 30 to 60 minutes of movement in each day, which that could be a walk. That could be taking your dog out. It could be.
Don't hit me with that stupid ass excuse. My job is
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. I don't care.
Yeah.
You walk up the steps of your job, cool. That's your base. All right, good job. You walk up and down stairs at your job. I don't care.
Uh-huh.
Outside of work.
Yeah.
Do some shit.
And I agree with that. And also the excuse of I don't have enough time. Nah, get yourself an Aerodyne bike. Go find a hill and sprint up that thing 5 times. It takes 15 minutes, Yeah.
Or like those bikes at Sierra. It's kind of like TJ Maxx, but like out in New York. They have like those bikes you can ride. They're kind of like Pelotons, but they're like off-brand Pelotons.
Okay.
They're like $400.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's definitely an investment, but you can hop on that every day, ride it. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and you'll lose weight all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And then start eating more protein, chicken, red meat, fish. That's an easy thing to start with your diet. The first thing you should start is just taking note of what you're eating and start substituting other options in. And when people have a bad diet, I feel like 100% they're not getting enough protein in. Definitely, their meals are mostly carbs.
Yeah.
Cereal, whatever they're eating, sandwiches. I don't even know. Yeah.
There's so many carbs.
Yeah. So start getting more protein in. Go to Walmart, get some protein powder, whatever you got to do. And then sleeping 8 hours each night. Start putting your phone down before bed. Something we both probably struggle real bad with, but
yeah, that's the worst.
I do try to get 8 hours. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I think especially if you're drinking caffeine past like 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon, you got to stop that. The sleep is such a big thing, man. You know what they say. If sleep was a substance, it would be banned.
Yeah, exactly.
So start getting your sleep in. Start consuming more water.
Mm-hmm.
Were you gonna say something there?
I think the caffeine thing, like for me, I work I like work until like usually like 5 or 6, and then like if I want to go do anything, it's like afterwards. So I like having caffeine like no later than like 4:35, or else you're
Yeah.
not gonna sleep right.
See, I won't even do like. I try to stop by like 12.
That would be like ideal. But,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't be able to live.
Yeah.
I need me some caffeine.
Yeah, buddy's a caffeine addict over here. And then the water, just get a bottle. Take it with you everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how people just grab a Monster in the morning and then they're good till lunchtime.
30 ounces every day when you wake up. Put it by your bedstand, like, or your nightstand, whatever it's called, and drink that as soon as you get up. You spend the whole night dehydrating. You spend the whole night exhaling all the water in your system. Your body's repairing itself. It's using all the water. That's why you wake up tired. That's why you wake up groggy. It's because you're just dehydrated.
Yeah.
You're just quite literally dehydrated. Like, if you wake up, slam 30 ounces of water, one, hopefully the water's still cold, so that wakes you up.
Yeah.
Two, you got 30 ounces of water. It's like your whole system is made out of water. So you're not going to function right if you don't have, like, a substantial amount of water in your system. So if you can just wake up, slam 30 ounces of water, you're going to feel 10 times better, 10 times more energized in the morning. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean, just get yourself a Yeti, go to Walmart, get yourself a bottle. Try to get it down, one by lunchtime, one after. Start slow, start increasing that. And then the fifth one doesn't really have to do with diet or exercise or any of that. It's just start getting out, trying new things, and meeting new people. And, like, for me, like, I wrote this down after jiu-jitsu last night. I feel like one of my favorite parts about jiu-jitsu is just meeting the guys there and seeing new faces and just getting to know new people.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't do that now. We can text whoever on our phone. We can scroll on TikTok, but we don't get out and socialize like we're meant to do.
Yeah, we're technically social beings.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go out and talk to people. And, like, obviously people, have, like, social anxiety or whatever. And, like, stuff like that. And it's hard to meet people. But, like, for the jiu-jitsu gym, for me, like, that's where I get to meet so many people. And, like, literally everybody I meet there I like.
Uh-huh.
Like,
or like
it's just great.
Or like at Brett's, the new gym we've been going to, like
literally.
meeting the people there. It's just fun when you interact with another person. You have things in common.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that social anxiety thing, that's such a new concept. You know what I mean? Because before social media or before these phones and texts, you had to go ask someone. You had to go tell someone. And I know people who will be in situations and they won't even, like, say, okay, this is an example. Someone had a gym membership and they were simply just scared to go say, hey, like, I want to be out of this gym membership. You know what I mean? Like, people are scared to go ask questions, just socialize. I think we need to start doing that more as a society and getting out of our circle. You know, it's okay to have a tight circle and your tight people that you're around and you surround yourself with. But I think going out and branching out, meeting new people, having conversations with people you never met before, that's a good skill to have. And I think it'll overall improve your happiness.
Yeah, I think it just improves your life when you can just learn how to talk to people and
for sure
and socialize. Like, that's like if like you can like just socialize with people, like it does just make you happier. You know,
for sure.
You're not like feeling awkward in a situation. Like, you can have a conversation, or if you like have a little bit of charisma, you can like spark up a conversation and find a mutual interest.
Yeah.
I feel like I always can find like a mutual interest between someone all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not very difficult to talk and socialize.
And I feel like we're so judgmental these days.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, you don't know their past, and you never know. The person that you never talk to and go talk to, maybe they're your next connection. Maybe they're your next business opportunity in life. Maybe they're just a person you want to help or can help you. You never know. It's just,
or they're just a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, like you actually end up liking this guy. You could be my friend. Who knows?
And it's been so clear to me recently how your network is your net worth. I know we've said that so many times, but wow, man, it really is. Like, man, Brett with this gym, like that's awesome. I know Jack, for you, like that's an awesome connection. And these are just people we met, we established a good relationship with, and then ultimately they're helping us in our next moves in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're helping us, and I mean, we're doing the same thing, helping them back. And the cool thing about like Brett and Jack, for example, they're both like older people that are almost mentors to us, which is like awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's overall just improving our life. Just us getting out there, us talking to people, or like here's a good story that I can tell you with Terry at the gym. Remember?
Okay.
At Platinum.
Yep.
So we've been wanting to take pictures like in front of a nice car. For a while.
Yeah.
We've been wanting to do that for a while, and while we're talking about it, we're at Platinum, and as we're talking about how we would like to get like a cool photo shoot with in front of nice cars, just like for social media and stuff, you know. As we're talking about it, lime green Lambo pulls up directly beside the window we're standing at, like literally as we're speaking about it, you know. So like, you know, we start like talking about, oh, we should go ask him, and then social anxiety comes up.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh shit, like I don't know if I want to ask.
I don't want
him.
to be
Like,
weird.
like that's so weird. Like, oh, let me ask to take pictures of his car. Like, I don't know. What do I say? You know, like, and all that stuff goes through. Like,
yeah.
Like everybody has social anxiety, like to an extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's totally normal.
Yeah.
And you know, we're sitting, we're like talking, we're like, and then I think literally we almost didn't say anything to him. We saw them walk in, we saw them go into the locker room, and we're like thinking, and like at this point we're like overthinking the whole situation, and like we're thinking about not even talking to him.
Yeah.
And because then, you know, it's like two like 19-year-olds like, can I take pictures in front of your car? Like that could be.
Yeah.
Looking back on it now, I feel stupid, but you know what I mean. And that time before I was like started getting like more comfortable with it, it felt weird.
Yeah.
And we finally built up some courage to go talk to him. We went to the locker room, didn't see he was there, and we were like, "Oh crap! Like, oh, we missed our opportunity. I don't know where he went." And then the thought came back through my mind. I was like, all right, we won't talk to him. I almost bitched out again.
Oh, I agree.
But then we saw him like going up to a treadmill, and we just did it, and we asked him, and literally like I thought it was gonna be like a whole like, you know, pitch like, hey, can we do this, like, you know, and it would be a whole thing, but he was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And he was cool with it.
Yeah, he was like, sure, I don't care. So it was like all that big build up. All that stressing out, all that like social anxiety, like, oh, can I talk to him? Like he's got a Lambo suit, like, you know, and it was just like, oh yeah, sure, I don't care.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the whole combo.
No, that was awesome, and like I was just cool to see because it was like, you never know. I mean, maybe they say no, but I mean, if we would have even went and asked, we would have never had the opportunity to go get pictures with the Lambo or meet this guy. I do gotta hit him up. We gotta get some pictures. Yeah, the photo shoot kind of fell out, but yeah, I actually saw him post the other day, so yeah, I'll send him a DM, see what we can get working.
Well, we know where he's at.
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of an older thing, but about 6 months, maybe a year ago, the government, I guess the U.S. Health Association, they put out a list of these foods that so they have it ranked 3 categories. We'll pull up a picture for y'all, but green is to be encouraged, yellow is to be moderated, and red is to be minimized. Okay, so
crazy.
So the foods that you should eat, the top 2 that you can eat all the time is watermelon and kale, which I'm not sure how anyone could eat them all the time, like what nutrients are in them.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be the number one superfood. I mean,
and then third,
watermelon has nothing to it.
Yeah, it's water.
It's just water and sugar.
Third is frosted mini wheats. Come on, frosted fucking mini wheats are number 3
of all time.
Good old American breakfast.
That's the best food we can eat.
Yeah.
Why are we eating the way?
Get out of here.
Why are we could just eat frosted mini wheats and be healthy.
And then on that list, chocolate covered almonds. Wow. Okay. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Dude, that's like way up there. That's in the green.
Yeah, I know.
So there's rankings in the green. You have green, yellow, and red. So far, we're still in the green at chocolate covered almonds.
All right, I'm about to lose my shit here. In the yellow, higher than ground beef, higher than eggs and butter is egg substitute fried in vegetable oil. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Let's just tell them what's on the bottom of the chart. Ground beef.
Yeah, that's like the very bottom red is ground beef.
Like, you need to avoid this. Never eat ground beef.
Don't ever eat ground beef. Wait, what is an egg substitute? What's considered egg substitute?
I don't even think it's them egg white cartons.
No, because that's a real egg.
Dude.
It's not
Egg substitute. Jeez, maybe
Egg
we're doing it
substitute
wrong.
in seed oil.
The thing that got them the most the Lucky Charms. This is what stirred everybody up.
Yeah,
Lucky Charms.
It's on the same exact ranking as skinless, boneless chicken breasts. They're like right next to each other in the yellow. So still think chicken breast is in the yellow. Yeah, chocolate covered almonds is in the green.
Okay, so the things that we need to eat: watermelon, kale, frosted mini wheats, unsweetened almond milk, non-fat frozen yogurt. That's what you should eat most. And then in moderation, you should eat some almond M&Ms.
No, not in moderation. That's still in the green.
No. What I'm about to say is here.
Okay.
And then in moderation, some Lucky Charms, some whole wheat bread, and some canned pineapple and heavy syrup. Keep them moderate, guys. And then what you should not ever dare to eat is a whole egg fried in butter, cheddar cheese, and ground beef. Yeah. Man, this is the most bullshit list I have ever seen, guys.
Don't ever touch that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't touch that.
Bro.
Don't touch that.
So, okay, so just for you guys living in the U.S. watching this is what our government has told us to eat. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what diet you follow. There's no way you can look at this.
Honey Nut Cheerios is healthier than all of that.
It's heart healthy. You ever seen the box that says heart healthy? Yeah. Nice. Jesus Christ. Butter is what's going to give you heart attacks. All right, I can't even talk about this anymore. But guys, living in the U.S., man, just note that the stuff they're putting out about what to eat, do not listen. It is not, I mean, anyone, I don't care who you are, you can look at this and agree with that. I don't care what diet you follow. I don't care what your background in nutrition is. Just, like, what's better than starting your day with an egg? Like,
or just eggs.
Yes. I don't care if you don't cook it in butter, but eggs, like, they are a superfood. Beef, superfood. Where's the first protein item on this? I guess non-fat frozen yogurt might have some protein in it.
Has that, but no, we mean like actual
skinless chicken.
Yeah, so like pretty much you have to go halfway down the list before you even touch like a real piece.
And make sure you moderate that, guys.
Yeah, don't eat a lot of chicken.
Yeah, that is just. I know Joe Rogan went off on this. I know a bunch of the health guys went off on this, but yeah, just guys. That should just prove some of the points we've been talking about. I mean, I know I don't have a degree in nutrition. I know we're just guys who eat the way we do, but just take a look at that. Look it up for yourself. Just look up government-funded food pyramid. You'll find it.
It's not an accident why everybody's fat.
Yeah.
Like, so many people in America are obese. Like, there's not an accident. You know?
Nah.
Like, the reason why we look the way we look and other people look the way they look is just simply the food we eat. That's the only difference. We work out more, yes, but like you can't outwork a bad diet. You can that's just it. Like you can't. There's nothing.
It sucks, to be honest, because the diet's the hardest part. But I mean,
it's just not though. Honestly.
Yeah. I
think once you eat like healthy and you feel good, anytime you don't feel good, you just would like to go back to feeling good, and that means eating better.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's why the whole diet thing to me is just an issue, because like I'm 6 months in basically eating the way I've been eating, and I don't even question it now. It's like I'm going to eat this and I'm going to feel good, or I'm going to eat this and I'm going to feel bad. And hey, every once in a while you accept it and it's whatever, you know? But
like, we still eat like some junk. Like,
yeah.
It's not like our whole life is a very dialed in, like you can't ever cheat or anything. Like no. Like, I'll eat snacks, I'll eat bad, but, like, the majority of my diet, 90% of my diet is pretty clean.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you can technically eat what you want, but it's, like, the majority of your food shouldn't be frosted mini wheats. The majority of your food shouldn't be
kale.
Anything on
Kale is bullshit. Shout out Paul Saladino, Carnivore MD.
Yeah, like, Honey Nut Cheerios is in the green. Chocolate covered almonds are in the green. Like everything in the green on that list is like if that's all you ate, you're gonna look like shit.
Yeah, you're gonna look like shit. You're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah,
you're gonna shit like shit. It's all gonna go downhill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. This was a good one. Thank you guys for all the support recently. We're almost at 100 subs, so run this shit up. We're going to get there soon.
I know, that'd be super, super exciting.
Yeah, we got some big guests coming soon, but I can't say it enough. Thank you guys for the support.
It does mean the world.
It does mean a lot.
And if you guys are interested in any supplements and any household items,
Yes, sir.
look at the Amway link down there. Support the podcast. There was someone that bought, and that was
Oh,
awesome.
let's go.
Yeah, they got some energy drinks and they got some focus tablets.
Let's go.
So shout out to you. You didn't leave your name, so I can't shout you out.
Yeah, honestly, send me a DM. Send me a DM if you use the link. We'll hook you up with some free shit.
Yeah, we'll hook you up with free shit, and on top of that, put your name. It said private. Like you have the choice to either log in or shop privately through the link.
Okay.
Just log in so I can tell. I'll send you a text and I'll be like, thank you.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to thank whoever that was. I really appreciate you. And yeah, if you want to support the podcast at all, keep moving us up. All the money goes back into the podcast.
Yes,
so
sir.
we appreciate you guys. The support has been fantastic, and honestly, I'm super, super grateful.
Yes, sir. We're going to stay consistent. We're not missing any more weeks. We got some big guests coming soon. Thank you, guys. Peace out.
Yes, sir. How long was that?